egusu remaining number 1 immune booster the only no wadwum only no wa sorry only no temantam ho a be 5 years no ko hospital da no wa no ho duro da imbus no ene wano no mu aya de bia no enche no eno achi etimi infection ena ne nyina ne se obaso fro ni maye miti dwa me gaga ye ko hospital square junction Dankis Popel ne akotu bi aba abeton 0246 2084 96 0540 710113 wuye we nyina no na wo senso a wo de kasa gu nipa so no wabusa ho se ni fitafita no etesen nkonkono na bi enkoyi shemu ana kaka binyeo se de be ya nam ebesi onu mu a wontimi anwe de ohia eye ka 362 piece ka 362 piece samo kai Samara company omo na de saso ba ye on latest awde aba no na ye kela enyanwanwa se masom fo ne ba eno no mbeto ye to ne ntam uruam e wo shop supermarket ena moa ebi gu ho dewa abetimi akotubi akwa akoton 0246 86 47 98 0246 86 47 98 mapaika 362 pesi ya jemeso happy smile ne kwakra mu no the virgin doctor we ba kope Dr. Lawson asam ena making ofidi ahan ena na bra nua na bra no kikabo mu heba mesha no nye enu nti mu diabetes adokro mu jaundice typhoid cholesterol piles no mukwa mo pe Lawson heba mesha enu achi uhia Lawson loke ede ni anwumre obefa ya sabere ya mekura meti ya mani ahan obi faya ofaya nso a we de ni a obekwa akoti infection ni bi uti infection ni bi pe wodi ene se bafo na se ewiase bi atimi se anytime mimeti obi faya sabere obi awo obi be hu sabere nti part of life and to hear Lawson loke de ohia no ne de tu infection ase ama hode no atimi aba me kana sa ohia Lawson delay man capsules mema dro ba ko pe eno no ne nyina ne se odwonso no e ba ntentem kokokokoko enkomo ne de wo bi nanso e wo form wutimi dumja flat e wo mfimfini oba no kra no ehunu peak da wokwa wo so pe Lawson delay man capsules enu pe nyina no yenkomrum KNG Heba Apedan Fedmens Samenko Kolinak 0242 133 577 0248 619 999 memfa mo se boss players na legend and also Emma today's boss Emra MSC Prank.
All right, you know, me that's it boss. Bafo. Yeah, nkoi ana.
Me give say kukaton ama nyanya
Abna kwatima.
Oguso.
Abna asa now is heading towards 274 hours.
That's when they will beat Alan Fisher already.
It's not like that.
Because that was also what Alan Fisher time you say 150 say.
119.
119.
But nesana agronotie. The agronotie said they asked the watro exams no. Now watro full paper na yema. And just when we defense.
Which means what tropa.
Teacher ni ebetwetwa bimu.
Yeah.
Na wakasa hano na
because no mark here.
Na uchonse hunu. Na we say enti the yesre manwa ne anwodin. Obetimi de atoaso. So atiase. Na oko as far as he could go. Na fe Guinness for na mu no. Omo ahwe kwan a almost 274. 274. I want to believe this is current. 274. Oh, okay. 274. And the record
274 hours.
The record stands at 119.
119.
But don't say time now. Time now. Time now. When no. Time now. This is live. Okay. Okay. So this is live from.
Yeah, because I also know that you need.
And I TV now. Live from Knox Hotel. Oh yeah. Time no a time no na wo tonko time no na wo da time no the nyina they will deduct all of them until the beka no and ye wo dia say what you say
eno mama Vin say what your message no
man mama Vin
oh eno asase ama wo ho
da bi o
eh unu eno wa hu siase ya pon wa hu
na hu siase ya
siase baby obi a omra
man won't say
Mama V is what you
want. One Mama V.
Mr. Kojobonsu, the wife Mama V there, and I know
okay. Okay.
Now I say Ochina on no other storm Knox Hotel with
Oh, fine.
Full bag of rice.
Oh, fine.
Also need the end.
Yeah, the bedroom. But the occasion I'm family one.
I'm surprised I see me.
And the mama being bacho. See, man, I'm from the be a man.
That say in trouble. Also program here can say the whole did
the mama being. See, oh, they say you as a graduate, we have feeling integrity test. And you know, you're sure. Na you're kwanya. Mama Vinti, my dear Mass, and you know, I'm a focus swipe, one I make cut send ra. And you're a more courting. Victory Gallic.
Victory Gallic.
Or no so Mike class O.
Victory Gallic, yes.
Monfanco na Montobi Bika Cranko support, you know. Some can power specialist,
Power specialist, yeah.
And I can feet. Mama feet. And no getting they go fine. Money more my sister Macra, I remember Dumo. One day, on my Sikaka crano.
Yes.
Nana Darmo, some my mackerel, sardine, no sunflower. Oil na.
And we are on Oyerepa platform no so. You say a Toby Chomuka and Uncle for say.
Ah, yeah, Toby.
I don't know say.
Ah, yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah, top. And the Oguswa not so tell you pass by na. Na any my fine.
It is Yasia. Mama V message, you know, my time and
me who's Yasia. And right free, I'm a wound.
If you have one would be
and I'm so. Me free adwuma
Tony and I thought we are corner papa.
Me free adwuma a bit late you
yeah, because me so can is you.
I understand now after highway na.
Me so can is you.
Antini chese siasia ma. Siasia mama bi ade ompe onwa sema from ade ebrem. Ompe onwa sema.
Abeti bi nua yutu.
We are 20.
Say bi aka.
Eye kotokoni house for na ye ya.
Konum de baba
ka now wo mama visit father brem na sia wa father no wa father no unti we gas o refi because me number babo any headline
yeah
Tino kwesi ada so City United
and no say Haaland etonyum no
so I share 5 goals in range
ba me dey metama you for achi dey but Liverpool for nyina monta man
you can have the boss
tama ye dey enta
na ye enta for omu bibio ye interest any ne ta omachi onye omu nye se pe omasem
ye enta omachi because omu ni City mre bi na omu share oman ka eji league omu say omu be City share eji league City share na ka relegation come ko tie dey enwi omu
ye dey ta omachi ye dey ta omachi enti ba for ye nko na
tama.
Hey, Mama V. Okay.
Confusion rocks Samates as there is a crash of vision and ambition. Coach, we are not ready to win the league now. General manager, when we win the league, we will show Kotoko and Haas how to play in Africa. Tama, confusion na ebasa.
There's a confusion in there.
And he say,
I didn't see confusion in the headline.
There's confusion. Coach,
say,
and I
the man
coach, they say, the team no crano, and then the ball no one is no yet no man. League in the when you're ready, so open league in the
I say,
Sada 1 year now.
Also, when you're ready, some others is not ready for the league. Say, Chinchilla, and Yabesi, I work with the league. No. Sometimes in Castle Mokopo Aji League Bia. Anna, General Manager, no. I say, League in the Ajinia Jia, you better check what has meetings are Carogana, honey, send you a bully go.
So, where is the confusion?
Confusion is a coach in Castle League, James sitting talk with the league.
Now, League in your crime, maybe you're going to die to Escacodi. Is he not playing in the league?
Coach, you know,
maybe.
Is the coach team
Coach, we are no team awarding. Because we be a big league. Maybe just say, we are no team awarding. And I said, we team Korea, we team away there. Be go for league area. O man susu on very bombery. So be do be out to say they said they do it. And no be also be down go for say. Be some to see that's some coach didn't coach there. Munyama mo I don't know whether it's communication and because the all kind of me coach say we are not ready to win the league. It just say na holding an engine man in the league. And yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's when you're ready to the league?
Debbie, we go on ready to the league. About down of his only ability to win the league.
Maybe yes.
Okay.
But the general manager is forcing himself to the league.
League in the for so be so on you. Are they not playing in the league?
They're playing the league.
Coach, your match will be your match will be say with the enemy. Can the coach go and say that this game there? Yeah.
No, not per se, but
so where is the conflict?
Tama, who say onim the team, onim matches to do when more ball, onim send normal in the or any team no one, onim say baby as I'm ready you jay or born who didn't want to ye. Send a baby about to crown on himself what the ye.
Aha, and you over home did want to ye. Over to us about money.
Over Cosua now,
only said I see and show.
There be
and you bought some crying now,
but onim say do baby baby nothing I want not.
I want him bang.
Tama, on the any team no.
Quote now after game now. It's too early to make bold declarations. We are approaching each match with focus. We've encountered challenges with injuries affecting some key players at the onset of the second round. Our objective is to raise our performance standards. Winning the league isn't our foremost goal, but rather securing a top 4 finish. It will be a tough journey, but we are geared up to compete and give our best.
Okay, when I come, yes, we are. May I just say about 4 7
when I can out after
Maybe
that.
na can send na make. I say, omo ready. So na time even say if one more match in
my who the probably to help the discussion.
No, this is we are not
against Aduana no.
Say we no can there.
After then we no
my jemu fufuro.
There be more jemu fufuro even with it. Say the way cry adwuma. Or say top 4 and target.
Oh, what's it foremost?
And that's the foremost and
remember our foremost priority.
Top 4.
Top 4. Mom league I didn't know in the top 4. Uji league.
Yeah, but what to say unya top 4
okay. Our foremost priority is the top 4.
It's the top 4, yes.
And
not the
league kind pa me say mom the first one top 4.
Tama, no be say top 4. Omega said their foremost priority is to win the league, not top 4.
Maybe I mean yeah my and I am in tiase. Mama yan keep to asema ye kan Mr. said be ya and go confusing. Coach say the foremost priority is the top 4. Meanwhile, coach be abayi no abo. Anya say coach be no be kwa akobo any match of him.
Na ka wo cheche foremost priority ni mu.
The edi kan.
Any kind top 4. Any league.
You can't foremost priority. That doesn't mean I don't have any priority again. Yeah, because foremost priority doesn't mean I don't have priority. I didn't hear me nepa and say me nya ho de ntimi akọ adwuma. Me nya dru ho wi a. The rest will follow. So our foremost, first of all, we want to be in the top 4. Once you are in the top 4, you are among the big 4. So they'll be first, second, third, for only the top 4.
Top 4, yes.
When
you do how
that's a top 4 on the first count. You may be a confusion now, can work. Me grandma me can say. Or because so you near one day at the Africa. Oh, and now when so betre said the whole kings or cancer, I mean, say yes, I tell you, better Kotokoni has it in Africa. And the cabinet marker say they don't have the same vision. But league in Nigeria, our priority is to be in the top 4. Our foremost
priority.
Okay, number
1 priority is to be in the top 4.
One can say to be 4-4.
No, to be in the top 4.
To be in the top 4 is not like it's not the same as to be 4-4.
I just say wherever who say there be but who say Sanka winning the league, you know. Say winning the league is winning the league. But being in the top 4 means that being in 4th, being in 2nd, being in 3rd is okay.
Or being in first.
The first look at top 4.
Yeah, but
being in first
is to win the league. Tell you a year from there don't change.
There is to win the league.
First day and some we first about the league.
And I'm just say or say our foremost priority
is to be in the top 4.
Is to be in the top 4
not to win the league.
Okay, I didn't be na. Okay, I didn't cry here. A different from the who can cry. On cast won't mean illegal. Like to make my repeat here, my He has even not said that. And on guys on here ready to win the league. He has not even said that.
Or say it's too early to make bold
to make what?
Bold declarations.
I don't cry in the assembly.
We are approaching each match with focus.
One game after the other.
We've encountered challenges with injuries affecting some key players.
He knows
At the onset of the second round. Our objective is to raise our performance standards. Winning the league isn't our foremost goal.
Yes.
But rather
our foremost goal.
But rather
it is their goal.
Yes.
It is
their goal, but not their foremost.
Their foremost goal. The Edikan. Remember Summertex is not a traditional top 4 club. Summertex just got promotion to the Premier League. So you let us get into the top 4.
Yes.
You rat top 4 we are. That's our foremost. That's our foremost. The word there is foremost. Because our goal is to be in the top 4. Okay, different from what say our foremost goal. First of all, needs to be top 4.
But now, Mr. To let's break the issue.
Once we are in the top 4,
you're breaking us 7 down. Neemfa Edmonaka de Nembeta. One
Edmonaka de no.
And Honda,
quotation. If there's any quotation, without any direct quotation from Edmonaka, very difficult to.
He has it.
Mr. To Edmonaka tissue no.
Or quotation.
Very difficult to get.
Now get to quotation no.
No to say that.
That's how what I said.
Coach our bomb match akose aduana. Ana centrofo ebisa o say coach league gie. O beji league ana. And say one. On make any bold statement.
Yeah.
But the general manager of Summertex is making bold statements.
That's not a conflict.
There's
no conflict.
In this case, conflict might not be used as in talker. But in terms of direction and how our baby coach different from the general manager. General manager now a bold conviction send team the budget. And a coach say or no they are making any bold statement or calling kakran.
You see, you know where the issue is. One can say only any boldness in terms of them winning the league. What's mean a bold statement?
Yes.
So me busa say me busa asemna so me nyaku kodro nkan. It doesn't mean you don't have conviction.
And he gave reasons.
It doesn't mean you don't have conviction.
But baby a general manager ni jina ne de. Onu wo jira baby aye kwaje.
Because that bold statement don't own to me.
General manager
general manager it does not change the fact that the one bold statement, you know, or the same position as the general manager, but he will not publicly declare it.
Mr. Otuo, this is it. A coach and the general manager, their visions and aspirations must move at the same
But who says there's a difference?
There's difference.
Coach
at this moment,
why examine statement here? Ubeka said or say me a bold statement.
Mr. Bet me and coach. But assembly say
a bold statement.
Coach who say
it doesn't tell me. Make me say me. Okay. On people ask me questions about Arsenal here. Other supporters because they coach league. But it doesn't mean I don't have convictions here about the league. So I'm saying that Obi also don't see can accept. Obi obi to my can. Obi also be cautious and then win the league. So for all you know, the coach has the conviction they can win the league. But on your boss, also say it's too early.
One.
Men can is
coach in some no. So funny P now the two crowd as well. Obeso chere say pra woni team num. Four guide when the team I'm still say the time only the team no. Only the team they say. Team now what they
team are all injuries our league.
You can't hear your coach.
The fact that you have injuries doesn't mean you cannot win the league. Are there all injuries wrong Van Nasro?
To Yatias.
So being injuries
coach in can say coach in say the Harry Akofa Bani say baby a coach Gina. And the choir all fast so akasa chire na chita afọ no enye ho ena enye ho ena general manager
general manager never said they win the league, but let me give you the direct quotation. If Summertex win the league, if Summertex wins the league, Ghana Premier League, the owner will show Ghanaians how to play Africa. end.
The difference.
Say.
Why can't some?
I said, man,
That's why the difference then there.
Mose
was say, Mose, you.
If Jesus say, Sabamusa. So the general manager after us already said they are winning
the league. You never said they are winning the league.
I'm going to say they are winning the league. There are some of the general manager and do front opinion and saying this. You have say you're winning league. One and better how to play the league. Most of them say, oh, different vision from the coach. He has not even said that. I didn't so bad. If you have been misled.
Misled by who?
Oh,
my can be misled.
You have been misled. It's good, yeah. Oh, no. General manager got on medley.
I see if we win the league.
If
league, no matter first.
If I say
a league now. League now, you can't
say you to me, if I say no.
See a league no.
Or when cry. A man you close. When you are sure see a better with time. But if just say if just say
you to me
dia.
If today.
You to me dia.
Ah, mo that top.
Why you want that top?
You that top we dey see.
Baba enko.
Say that top we dey see to me dia.
Yeah, go so am over them here. Sorry you were misled.
And can you miss what do who?
Over misled.
Oh.
Did he say uncle money? But I said, did he use priority there? Coach use priority.
Topmost priority.
What is? Did he use topmost?
Was it
foremost?
No, foremost is topmost.
Foremost
priority. You number one.
Foremost. First and foremost. Four means before the here pa. Foremost. And say be out of four. The here pa. Say you to me, and when we win the league, if we win the league, and the crew.
And to say, okay, win now. Into a moment of division of foremost, no. The rank, I show. Almost say most important, most prominent in rank.
Of course.
Rank, I said saying.
Of course.
Yeah.
I sure said the Siasi Arab, no, but so be you now. I hope so.
Dead woos will be chopped off.
Or prepare be you
Akabi and Odotai to retain their position on the board. In what will shock and shake the foundation of House of Folk, Frank Nelson said to lose his position on the House of Folk board.
Said to lose, and I said, and the headlines are in the because you know, but for no said to lose, I said,
you're very constitute board, new board, no,
and to lose, you know,
so
to lose, I said, no, or lose, I saying. In headlines like that, lose, you know, is a bit generic. Lose, you know, how is he going to lose it? On because only be more lose. On permanent free more lose.
On the on cast will be only beam, but young family must be. But on cast will be
now one and the basso. Obi na the basso, Anna. One and the basso. I mean, carries almost be. Now, you're shareholders, no.
Or is okra 7%.
Now 7%, you won't cross 7%, almost no thing. A mom grad 7%. If your shares and I'm more quite bored the air. So shares and I'm more quite bored the air. And yeah, shares and more quite bored the air, baby. If you are one, I had to say he's not interested. And yes, say lose. Yes, I was shares
7%.
Big shares.
Now 107.
Oh, you if you want to be seeing the
107.
107%.
One is all what's 7 in the and nobody in the so be all 7 in Libya. Nobody in the and then there's some. But on yes, sir. Hello. Samuel, so. Hello. Some friend be and Obi and Kobe. Say Obi and Kobe no. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, Tama.
General manager.
Hey, general manager, Oyerepa.
I didn't say Onu coach more. Obia with different direction.
Maybe ono I say how you coach Amasa Matters. Ono no dey no Matters na ono be for different direction.
Exactly.
But meaning direction no I don't know. Always say for the first time no many program no say the freedom man no me 1 or 2 binti me I say some push about on Sunday.
Okay. Okay.
For the first time we need to know. But meaning say a promoter say once I say promote to fight there and then make them
there be promote to fight. As the coach and say the topmost priority is to win to be in the top 4. Now on your bold statement
coach no about kasa the target of the club no one and the so you know before you employ Obi Aroma the target Adameboa.
Yes sir.
I don't know the coach ni kokesa awon and a coach ni dey no override you be there Obi se me maka in the case
the only coach ni kan nyina akra ya de kro
Adamaka in any case what difference are what many coach na kamu if you are in the top 4 now Sabata is not in the top 4.
Yes.
If today the league now and there Sabata is not in the top 4. And how do you determine the league champions? Are you going to determine the league champion from the bottom?
Okay. And you want to win the league? Well,
we can't think different. We say we are target your top 4. Mm-hmm. But what is top 4?
Mm-hmm. First, second, third,
it's not different from being a league champion or being a runner-up. So the target is the top 4. And that if we win, if you are in the top 4, you happen to be the champions. You see,
that can battle me too.
Tama, you see, Emma and Kofo.
I can battle me too.
Tama, what is that class one teacher? As a headmaster. The wood now would trap out. Some of them was shit. Where are the money? It is time the American say. A map of 4 if we say, Minya Akolao, Canadian football, for that matter, the Premier League anymore. Why are people intentionally? So who say, Team B, we win the league, no master. Oh, we don't want to be Africa. Oh, we want to be winning. Oh, we want to be USA. I remember when I took over Samates, you take the lead, you show unique character. You show at Monaka Republic and say, he said, "I'm a person who was actually
all right.
It you know that is you know you put you to be able to I don't know whether it's an agenda to really fight for the 2 oldest clubs in Ghana. I don't know what I saw winning league.
Okay.
It you know we clubs now your own woman no to in Africa. Well, they should stop doing that.
All right.
I think cannot determine they don't control our budget. We are focused and our target is top 4. If after the league, you're league champions, we play in Africa. That is the statement I made.
Medasi, thank you very much. I think point is well made. Medasi P. Bafo to us on your headline. Let's go.
Whatever we see here, come on. But when so the interview so Sunday as a full band there, the chair can be. In the time, you see, idea 27th, 28th, NAD day, no, one of these days, and the all-awaited board fencing AGM no beba so na afi no who will constitute the House of Folk Board and also so no occupied the front of Kotoko Jesse, yet no contract. After 50,000 Ghana cedis, Tama, in what people call implied contract. Tama, one of the Kotoko, unse minu ne boy nimu, baako information kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo bɔ anim hɔ but contract bi anim. Na ebisa bi ne sɛ an implied contract. Just say as will be to contract or honor name no or more ankasa company no ya than the almost the moon is a contract be say penny by non pay 50,000 be the ma and also so a raise big issue or half a month for fear say I can was saying Skasemo Kotokomuno ama people are looking at quite a Kotoko first one bit generate ska and I don't know how fast with me now but data with me and son and nano pay
but I saw it but I enjoy.
It's likely to be ZPO because Koroko Jesse and you get high sense and you get ZP and ZP now recently Koroko year contract renewal Mr. to be about I said about kakra na ya sene Mr. to bit me address the issue na and now Manchester City 8 missing form so to just that one na ya befi and the story of Erling Haaland is an interesting one. At age 23, Mr. Tu, the guy is doing wonders. And note Missy from a goals at my Manchester City. Now, the development of the player, player, your transfers and your decision making when you're year, how development. Among for a tie you charisma and Cristiano Ronaldo the example say. Charisma at the time on Ronaldo, you know, sorry, or Portugal. No, now man for G2 say charisma is far better than Cristiano Ronaldo. But it looks like Ronaldo is a father figure in Sir Alex Ferguson. As compared to charisma, or Pio Barcelona, the style of play no energy and energy hono. System na ne or ne so assassin at the fitting. And one word the other, that transfer no end me and boy no. I'm gonna move to the next stage of his career. There are so many examples of players. Just one transfer, bones and a story in development in IABC Basa. Now, Haaland, a player from Salzburg to Dortmund. The decision said Obeko Dortmund no crown. At that time, there were several clubs not HAC Abrante and Haaland, but we decided to Obeko Dortmund because at Dortmund, Ubenya a taste of the UEFA Champions League. At Dortmund, Oma Chres, Oma ya club. Or more time for talent to develop. At Dortmund, it was a club and no more players are ready to supply you with the passes. Now we are the finisher. At Dortmund, you'll be playing in a top league in Europe with little pressure on you. To win a Champions League ni biabo. Ubenya club or Europe abo. Club ne target in change na league. Into the second assembly and places like that and a boy young talent for them to develop. And after that, the decision to join Manchester City. So I check Manchester City before say Haaland never joining on one. They had a lot of creators. But not Pep Guardiola's system now no born. He was operating without a traditional center forward. Until there no be can say so fulfilled in the wachi. Or Riyad Mahrez before say last season Mahrez because Haaland by there was Mahrez dada. Say obi to say Kevin De Bruyne that wachi. There was Ike Gundogan last season at Manchester City. There was Rodri. There was Bernardo Silva. Semrantie we nyina atwa ho ahia. Now what you man say be gina penalty box no mo ma won sha. You are getting supplies from almost every angle. And these are players and now how brilliant they are with the ball. No? Defenders are forced and coaches are forced to design tactics to stop the supplies. But they don't be found the bia bro and a bit me bringing the best out of you. Into the decision to join Manchester City at the time, I know Barca penno, yes, Bayern Munich penno, yes, Real Madrid penno, yes, Chelsea penno. It looks like boy Necariano move be obeyebian or co clubber or more nyoma ya prepare eba be buana manetimi akonenim. And now check his partnership with Kevin De Bruyne, Mr. Tu, it's just incredible. Shedi Fufodi mo yamano. Shedi eye Alvarez mo yamano. And Yambobo and Abaso. He's a wonderful talent, and at age 23, Mr. 2, he has the world at his feet. I think that this will just be the beginning for Abrante Fernandez and Hala.
Good. Trust all.
Mr. 2 Murphy.
You feel.
Okay.
That can have a copy.
Okay. Now, Mr. 2 said, "Ye hem komonuma." And no na ye ka kotoko sponsorship and some. Na medical campaign. I think it's about 2 weeks ago. Na me cancer. So she kotoko IMC na. IMC no. So more ye adwuma on interim basis. But on interim basis, Mr. 2, ye won your maybe or ha aba be kan agudie no ho a uyi free mu enye yi. And e bi no ye say ye operations free ho, undim se kotoko ye okay. Ye administrative aspect and krata trosem utimu se kumase asante kotoko ye okay. E he technical side utimu se kotoko ye okay. But asante kotoko be hi obi a osori anopa kwa adwuma ni ono na adwuma ni day to day ni ese kotoko sikasem ene kwan a ye befa so apesika won chen ono no de ne so ono ni team ekotra se pe ideas e de ba be gu paper so na club na implement send your club ni sikasem betimi agina yi. And it's something I've been saying for some time now. So we share Emmanuel Newton da Suberia. Mr. Otuo he say kotoko or share administrative no I share communication. Because kotoko let on the babonti or more failure more communication team no. Na Emmanuel Newton da Suberia no de to so or your head. Sani pan so yes said you money me enua. A bad day say the corporate affairs of the club and the branding of the club no Mr. Otuo besa ya can head the con. Because said you money me enu krano. He will need a lot of assistance to help him achieve the target our club ni pesunya. Ubenya coach akwesi apio technical director. He might have the links, so betimi anya certain friends in the corporate world. But you betimi anya so on your mekasa. But you need somebody after those conversations so to see we a general manager. Your companies be have on your more relationship. So you just give the owner a call. So me call for never from. But me call for no kwanya one day adwuma. A baby a bear na what be miensa proposals a call presentations a coso or justify the entire this particular program and I said this particular institution, you know, young face can be to so because if you are nipa na one wa friend no and you don't want take a decision. There might be a board. Our board never understudied so many proposals and so much about what you need somebody a hoy in the field. Years of experience or what the links or the relationship to maintain the order and even bring others. We are together with your legal team or the right proposals, the right negotiation skills or the corporate world. Mr. Tuanana Dynamic baby language you use about player negotiations and Mr. your language you use into your buha. Usman is uncle club being for player ambra. Obey simple. But say nipa na obeka so why there with negotiations. My main funding company be say uncle per sponsorship umbra. Language na e ka o sa particular field no. E bi onhu na nyi ka. Into obekwa aba no de nsapan aba. So you need somebody or take the language na say. Mr. Otuo or take the middleman policy ase. E bi mo nte sa middleman policy na say. But who rather the corporate world obeti ase say your sponsorship be wa o pa. Wonkwa wontimi fu animu nko sometimes e so bi be gina mfimfin not in the commission our sponsorship no dey ban when you obi ote sa language na sia sa commission ne nko antimi to obo deals ni biegu. So you need people omoye ade wo and clearly so he kotoko IMC na they might be okay in certain aspect but they maka aka biem ne say they need somebody for that job. Okay. Nana ya mponsa upo obia wa de ba ku bia Mr. Otuo yifiri ne ho a enye yi so afa kotoko sponsorship ahodo na omunya na wafa akira ubedi nkoma hu se baby bebre no e ono na use ne knowledge any the onim nipa onim omo any ne connections ko fa bai enti so kwa wenye obi ono so ya ade wo sa akwan no so a obesori anopa di hu dwuma you might lose some of it enye se brand na akofom and enye se performance na akofom. But in the corporate world, in the marketing world, Mr. Otuo, people deal with omo friendly, omo. So I think so on that tangent today. Asante kor kombon ho mode no mum pejem. Sika betimi afirifikasi maba. But club nankasa should find ways of generating money. Former management of Asante Kotoko to omna kofa virtual seat by. And you be na tenase. Ene hu ni say club na wo hu no. Ye drew period a COVID by. So ko WWE ya. Mr. Tomu decided say obetimi atena fie. But on be create seat amount. A obetimi ahwe WWE because na nipa ntimi ntwa enhia mbetena eye are na ho nhwe. And obi tena so Kotoko hu say there be then ye betimi enya issues with attendance, which at the moment a problem ma Ghana Premier League. Nemo ye betimi adopt a system a nipa no born on behwe bi. But otifie kura no betimi yi kakra e de aboa. And it was something that the supporters no edgy to mu. But Mr. Otuo said this time around we have virtual seats na. We say numbers no. Any sika na eba no, eba from. And untina me say, as a set club no. As a set club no. A fine obi obesa. For instance, how to bring back the virtual seats. So Mr. Otuo said no crown eba no rebrand na. You can find a different name, you can find a different approach. Odiba be come ama supporters na contribute to bibi ama Kotoko. The fabu census and one sem na nra ye ka say ocean numbers na Mr. Otuo aba from pa then na ama na aba from then omo start here ne ka kire chitafo na e mo nya awrehemu one in terms of transparency because they say krom ha no obi anu oyi ni sika de ko sha ade mu a enye transparent on jindi. So people need to have that faith in the system. The system should be transparent. No one who's a purpose are all contributing here. They kwakoye. But sa nyoma we nyina no. Okasa o de koka da so bere adwuma ho a enye yie. Okasa o de koka coach ogum adwuma ho a ono no he team no. Okasa o de koka kwasi apie adwuma ho a enye yie. O de commander na penkra kwasi ewu aso ono nsore anopa bi ameta Kotoko secretariat. No nhwe sa nyoma we nyina no design policy a enye yie. So they need a competent person. Not to add up bebre, but for that position, there is to two. If you are calling a spade, ubo se Kotoko eba from. Ne idea ese so moye hu adwuma. No mutimi bu ama club ne konene. Nti Mr. Otuo muntu hu anamo. Na enkran common no. Having a larger Akambi and Vincent Odote on the Heart of Football no. Penifo no take decision on tactful.
Decision
on according to Harry headlines about also Odote and Akambi will be maintained. Order Heart to Football.
The new board has not come. So how do you discuss?
Mr. Otuo on the source, which is a source that we track the danger.
So assuming sanity.
Yes.
Because omo take decision.
Omo be take. Okay, omo be take decision. You know, omo nye careful kakra in maintaining a large Akambi and Vincent Odote. Mr. Otuo say, utie what is out there. Mpenifo no mu be take decision. They might have their reasons, but there's some political work. It was a di mienu way. One, either so mu betimi ama echitafo no. Ewo mu tirim omu hu sam mpenifo we so mu ye problem no. Omu betimi aye ho adwuma mo say they are not the problem, but they are rather the people omu bo ama hansa konenim. Because the new board no should not start on a bad note. Enti kwan bi on befa so if indeed Mr. Otuo omo ye adwuma no hu se omo bo omo a they should let the world know. Omo mo machitafo ni hu. Sane edin ne ba omo be gia to mu yi. Because Mr. Otuo only hard to folk fans. Dodo na di nkoma. Ye ko stadium ye tie di omo ka social media hu di omo ka no. Kwa ese nipa bebre e di omo se kire san panimfo mienu we so se omo ne club ne haw. Nti se Mr. Otuo sa akofo omo ba. Ni ebe hu se din akese bi afiri mu a. Na kwa ese di echitafo ne taika no. Mpanimfo ne nyoma adwin so omo ba beti. So Mr. Otuo di omo betimi an say one, clean them and let the people accept them. And now say define a new role for them outside the board. A role that they can perform and perform well. If you think I am from the common. So man sa no mu decide say omo nya ho adwuma na prekope omo de omo beba. I'm sure say it might not receive the needed applause on person munya. Ebia with those two names no na backlash bi etimi appeal Mr. Otuo.
Mr. Otuo, one common word I walk outside, and I say what has most of their supporters now know here that this word that our producers has used here. coerced. No. At AGM, because my understanding of coerce is to use force or threats. That is my understanding of the word coerce. Do we threat or use force at AGM meeting? So the whole experience.
I think that the word is not coerce. And it be a co-opt. I think the word, if there's anything, it should be co-opt, but coerced. But only a co-opting because we will really have a discussion about how people get onto boards. Then it's Sunday, my DBCC, and we sure say be feature in our discussions. This one Gucci. Say I can't I may need a bit of education. Barring teams who are publicly traded, having their boards dominated by the shareholders with other non-executive directors, those with no voting rights, appointed to join based on expertise. Because I checked the boards of some clubs and the biggest shareholders are all on the board. So why did the House of Vote dissolve their board? Can they form a new board without the other bigger shareholders? That is his question.
No, it's a big question. That is where I was coming. Because today, has third biggest shareholder, Frank Nelson, we in terms of a year, or we fed in a mason third. Offer a more shareholding in a so one third. Offer more shareholding, first a Strategic African Securities Limited. Second, a Strategic Initiatives Limited. Third, a Mukolo Nelson Frank. And to form a shareholding in Ankasana on a third, our Nidia was ropa. Now, but the reason why this issue about didn't go basso at AGM, I know said the will be no ya to swaba. Even at the last AGM, and more behind an argument say because why the word coerce no meaning ABS say me for the na say co opt to no na say boom na because at AGM yanko foresee bia AGM etiro say ebi mu din komo abontia they should give people this education say at AGM we don't go and force things there. At best, that man say you lobby outside. Into the bar, majority now already wait me lobby on my way. And here to a bar, then they'll go to where the direction that you want. That's what you can do. But this board now, you be formal no. Every name biano will be voted at AGM. And you know, you're quite
by who?
By the a friend is saying. Shareholders no enti yakwa ya listen no bia listening ni abo members the chairman no definitely will be togwe will put the to the shareholders to say asubesi say obed na watu amamo then na mato swaba the majority carries the vote no oko we ni ato swaba majority carries the vote no oko ebo di na ye na majority ni ayu free mu anu free.
So, representation at the AGM by what? A then, who qualifies to vote at the AGM?
I think shareholders, no.
And to how many go voting? No?
Shareholders, no.
Now, who are the shareholders?
Someone, I know, say you home the last AGM.
So, if one person has 70%, so all the voting is going that way.
No, say at least that person, because of having majority, no, will have his way of at least and you say a normal thing in our offense. So say but no wonder say okay the last AGM there are a lot of things that he brought that many were not in agreement, but if I in a way because he is a majority shareholder and then it will find its way to be passed because a lot of control. In terms of the shareholding,
because I was checking, shareholders now, automatic, so to speak, places or boards, even though it goes through voting, they must have 10% or more. They must have 10%
or more, yeah.
So,
yeah.
But in this case, 70% is for one person.
Yeah, one person, yes.
Even though it's divided in 2 ways. The next person is 7%.
7%, yes.
So it looks to me like such AGMs looks more of a rubber stamp because say sana I think that's it.
No, that's how it is. And you know, most of the times they goes there, and most of the things that the board in the year and the review people are not in agreement with it, but because abe cosmetic, I say abe.
Okay, so appointment of directors. This is a House of Oak statement. Was it following the dissolution of the board of Accra House of Oak PLC on February 27, 24? So the board will officially be dissolved on the 27th. They are not dissolved yet. Hey. And in compliance with the requirement of sections 171, clause 1 of the Companies Act 2019, Act 992, that the company incorporated after the commencement of this act shall have at least 2 directors. One of these directors being ordinarily resident in Ghana, Strategic Initiative Limited and Strategic African Securities Limited, majority owners of Accra House of Oak PLC, hereby appoint the following as directors effective February 28, 2024. Togbe Afede, they're saying 14th, chairman of Strategic Initiative Limited, who will resume his role as executive chairman, and Delali Ankwa Aduma, managing director of House of Oak PLC. Thank you. Okay. So the statement is that Kopim say we in the House of Directors they are taking all the decisions. To go after and then the MD. Yeah, that's what I say.
So it's interesting, and say maybe as you know, the OBN say that is because of how one person more of the shares, as against the others. Whatever opposition are baby only the majority. And see, Boka, kuka, final decision, and say, or no more side or not the and be carried with because of how or more dominance.
I did a kind of see as I said,
upon second day, it sounds something.
The Companies Act 992 of 2019. I say a basia. I was in the Premier New Share na no to go after the MD in the okay.
So until
some could do an honor
the current comment cannot be left without
people to run.
I don't mind dissolving at the AGM.
And that could have also been said at the AGM we devolve it and honor nanka. It's
usually my AGM Samako usually sign on more year and say a free near corner board for directors on mandate baby as then they vote. Usually I have one I know man to two about those who are interested.
Maybe wrap it up.
Yeah, it's true. That's also fine.
See, not only you began honor, I should be from Abba. Now, so you see the Kotoko issues, you see now, it looks like the formation of the IMs, so you can't come somehow. Quite fast here, technical man on we were so, but no one to go out there and look for the money. That is a big problem. Now it looks like they are so comfortable now because of their sourcing now. So it looks like now I'm too comfortable because of where they are
not comfortable.
No, you see what I'm saying. So when you're comfortable, you go out there and look for money.
They are not comfortable, but who will go? And where are you going? What did I say? Because we see one thing about sponsorship, sales, marketing, business. Who do I see about him? Okay.
Until I mean, say, because
you don't know.
You don't know.
Sanity, when you say, also a big one area.
Yeah.
You should be connected.
Yeah.
You should know where you are going.
Exactly.
Nana Obed can't be. I think the Kotoko sources be traditionally, ordinarily. Because to me, you are copying the Fabu centers.
Yeah.
I'm told still, even a month for Jayeko, and I'm told they still generate about 50,000 cedis a month for them. But how to assess them? You may know issues kakra. So Fabu centers was next 1 million.
Yeah.
So yes, as a month and there be year now, like it generated 1 million. Meaning within period, no.
Yes.
At a point, no. Now I'm on 1 million.
Yeah, before the last management were leaving.
But I'm told said something happened. Yeah.
Your Kotoko number. That is international. You will be on the answer of Soro Kotanase. No design policy. Into a baby, you know. Omo mane be say o ye Kotoko ni ebisa o Kotoko number na woni bia. Na we have a light Kotoko number. So that you can say social media initiative, no. And so people are now changing their names to their Kotoko numbers.
So they were managing it.
And you need BB out the back something to drive it out. A better call for. But now I'll be honest with you, there's nothing air driving call for to be part of the
now I card no away. Amo. Oh, am I? Yeah, call on him, Mike. Yeah, go and Mike. Was it on the go ahead? Never mind.
The meaning say at a point, no. The two. Say access for no. Say the cost of the card, no. Say the omodi initially, no, because of increment, increase kakra, cost through. Until there should be renegotiation on the card. But at the end of the day, Mr. Two, whether card or no card, I think supporters have to contribute.
You will say what they are feeling about.
No, said this cannot be too.
Everybody must have reason. How the base go. What you know? Obi wa saying tina no ye. And they sad ye ni ho. Obi at say obi o no menya card abet say that obedi kan. Ema ye. Ebi also hu da uru baba form.
Okay.
If you want there are reasons.
Ni nyina ko si asema efri last week enra ene yese beka ho asemi. Bizoto eye hwan asede. Eye hwan asede. Eye dimes in adwuma. Utiremu abeka say communication team in adwuma. But the question I will busa ho ne say the communication team of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Even I am no more brief or man now. I'm betting me a quabon tiaku chim. Mr. Tosas ma make no tell you. Or match chechiro mumu. Say bia. Fabu census no. E ma club ni sika. It is a bon de uro. Supporters beba be contribute to ama club no so nyeska. Ebi at this stage challenger e woni. Based on their working, ebi anunti enama supporters ni bia tiada. Eti mun konko chechiro mu se ebia ba bia egina nie yeguso aye bia ye ne access for di hun komo.
Okay.
But no so nkyere se wo contribution e se wo jai.
Okay.
Because you resolve we
yes.
Yes, because at the end of the day, me makasem zoto football without sponsorship, having supporters contribution, no individual and or TSRC so I will say our football team or didn't see Kabeshem say the next 10 years on Sabajane. On say yana amount for few say it is a well established business. But what I TSO decided to establish business at the initial stage, I won't also to establish the business. Who establish we are Obia no also be a business boka. It is sometimes now it is so and Arab for Nisika Modia Goshaman City. Hey, says almost half as a can shemo. But the club need to stage beer. The club is able to generate a lot of money. I addition home. It is a way why you say, Mizotobe be a company. They see when you say, what is Sika buana chassis? So, who farm out from a mabay juma, as a company, this Sikana or the Asimono, and no from Fasobrel. It's baby agent, say, young fan say, Mizoto the entity sanity which I know sanebe based on nyoma ekoso say opemso na bosume so a Mizoto the team to know the aba at a certain point the IMC needs to work. I say kamia kwa yese ye de opemso kata adwuma yese IMC 4 years so omadwuma no to it's not different from it's not different from ye de adwuma ama Dr. Kwame Chei. It's not different from ye de adwuma ama Dr. Sapon. It's not different from ye de adwuma ama Pokunti. It's not different from ye de adwuma ama Nana Bantima Hene. It's not different from ye de adwuma ama Herbert Mensah.
No, but also they say board in your
Beba.
And so they are more like a managing board. Managing.
Time free.
But I think that rather getting people on board to help. By the nature of the constitution.
Make say. I say, ye manakwa kwa yese. Ejuma na ye dia mo no. Nuto. Different from my abomudi. Said you see appointee IMT no. IMC nuto. Sa na appointee Pokunti. And now him any management. What Mamefa Pokunti kwa Antonio he had a board. When Alaji Nje, that time I opemso yi Alaji Nje mo. It was virtually an IMC. And I know more year juma. Meboa.
But also profile.
Forget about the profile. So we dey munim anase bia field na ye dem akono. Ebia enye all areas na mbetimi akoba. But what I'm trying to say is say yamo adwuma until they should be ready to work.
Okay.
Na no mo pa man for mo makasa mo no. Oman for mo communication team.
Sir.
Na say Twum ye member of the communication team.
Sir.
Twum ye member of the communication team.
Omo mama.
Me say Twum. Me say ayi Nana Kwame. Me say ayi need akon. Omo nyina ye members of the communication team. It's what we are trying to say ni say adwuma na omo ye no enye different from opemso afro obi di adwuma na hye ne sa.
Okay.
They should work.
Yemunzi heart of folk because there's an interesting piece here and something is reported to have.
Okay. And person didn't come kakra. On say when Adebi Bana in your folder, you do a lot of consultation. My mention Mr. Bequin and permanent didn't come. I bet now see na my din na me go into the company at. Na me there on say Mr. Bequin that's their fault.
Oh, what would they say?
Yes, that's their fault.
And my call AGM meeting bed 2-3 times.
That's their fault.
Almost no questions now. We busano. I see them there, but I mean different types.
And when I make questions, and I'm be saying no pay say. Why not what right to dissolve the board?
So and storm say me ba. Mammy and storm. So say, good morning. Please, who dissolved the board? There's a question mark there. What's the procedure for dissolving a board? At which shareholders meeting? Question mark. Or it was dissolved by one shareholder, even if the majority shareholder. But why dissolve it now? Who is going to call for the next shareholders meeting in March? Who is going to sign the accounts of the company that the auditors are working on? And which we are told has delayed, and it's one of the reasons for postponing the next AGM to March. Okay, Ernest Thompson. Now, please go to which provision of the law and the regulations of the club which states that the board must be dissolved before the AGM? Which corporate practice? Are you rather referring to the 1/3 resignation rule? In any case, can a company exist without a board for even 1 day? I don't believe this story till I see the formal statement and to find out who is dissolving a whole board. I think that is catered for in the statement in the Omriaba and Opeyano. Okay. I think it's fake news. Unless somebody is trying to say that there is no board now. So the March AGM cannot be called by the company, which I doubt. 2 reasons were given for the shift to March. One reason was bogus, because the 21-day rule can always be waived. There's a procedure for that. Okay, waive free. Ora, and Thompson, any questions? Captain,
good. So,
Captain, before you come, there is something interesting. I have to Momon letters and 2 screens to be in I have letters and no among Kwasi. bona game ko enko ase ne nhwa de ntutu ase pa ba bi ojane de osoro dodo onko ase pa
number 2.22 ana
enye 0.2 de onko letter na ase pa ntutu
directors know that
was still the directors of the club are on the letterhead which was released yesterday.
Okay.
So to my boma.
What's that?
With my boma.
Yes.
The company acting on my coin say you can use at least 2 or more board members to run a company. So as of folk, I'm dissolve that old board no. I want to appointed that 2 members no. And the 2 members no, in appointing the 2 members no, the majority shareholders no, Togo companies no, and I appointed Togo, I was not chairman of those 2 companies now, constitute the 69% of House of Folk shares no. And I must have appointed the managing director no, and the 2 members now representing the House of Folk board, and they assistant the House of Folk board no, Togo Afede and Mr. Anku. Why are the rest no? Or dissolving to Omuna ever steer the affairs on some AGM. Even at the AGM, say if House of Folk say some person will call with the 2 board members here, it's allowed because the company act no matter. So between that 2 members no arane. The amount you know can say is that of the 2 members no, I say baako na can say baako I say one resident in Ghana here. You know that is allowed as far as House of Folk are concerned. But at the AGM, other board members no. Me appointed at the account if they want to. So any vacant as a standard on House of Folk position as far as board concern vacant now. There are 2 members here and now more here. And you know, House of Folk supported the 2 NTRC and they said the House of Folk meaning how the old board was appointed. So they almost constitute that board no in the by the new board the House of Folk be appointed no. To say like not yes, Togo will have a say. I say big of a say. I want to believe the 2 companies are nominated on them. A say because we are talking about 69 to 70%. I don't hold the rest 31 and 31 or 30 no belongs to the all others. So if say a constitutive board no can say by voting say or twice the voter will be our 7 fans are appointed, for example, Alaja can be to be on the new board. Now say Kobasa young to bar. It's only you have to support the general about. It's only by shareholders. So that 2 companies no plus 31 other members no shareholders no. Almost and the better no. It is a 2 abano obi atu. Na so obi 31 na atu tia so to Alaja can be. Not Tobe. And 2 companies no, eto mana that person qualifies to be a board member. Alaja can be qualifies. Yet you can't really because one a majority shareholder and or that stake no or that commanding number no. I the laws no ema kwan. And if no e ba na already can say be. Yes, you might not like him. But na me say be the running of the team no in particular say day to day running no. If you supporters ni be comfortable. But any board ho. It is when it comes to that board decisions in there, supporters no power no form. Except you are a board member, or you are a shareholder. And say you're talking about a shareholder, 1 share is equal to 1 vote. Some go AGM 1 share is equal to 1 vote. And on the two abano. It's an assistance now. So we House of Folk new board number constitute now. Tobe afede set up power. That's why you're comfortable working with you are. The likelihood my board member no. Dana me can me ask now. Sister Kronke and then conform for me that as now board no. Salusa Osman so Sister Kronke move through her on the highest shareholder. But on cardboard home. So he can be a shareholder but not necessarily be a board member of a club no. And you know this share now has able flow. This new board no. Be at our names, you might not like them, but so and I said that majority shareholder no, comfortable working with them. Definitely we nominate them. And Obu say, you know, for example, we say frankness and Bafo Boni, you know. If the majority shareholder no enya comfortable working with him say we are nominating no kana so ba the number but per the numbers now one you be vote against no that's how it's going to work at the House of Folk AGM no. So as a stand now House of Folk board now 2 members are the Company Act no e makwan e permit so mbetimi ayadwuma so in Toba Afede and Anku omo say omo House of Folk board until that 27 28 number yam AGM no say omo person wudi bi kan ho a omo add bi aka ho so omo feel some person maintain no for some time they can go with that and Company Act permit that and only me input on person as far as board no any constitution of the board no a concern. Now my number 2 topic has to do with the State of the Nation's address His Excellency the President na football for the dance sports you kakra e no any baby all case benya the presidential plan especially on the football and I say in Black Stars no that's where me free say on one brave now I was happy even though I feel like say I check now so that said America no better late than never so to football na so far me free said there because they be a cake they come in kruma yeah or do I need to be a cake but oh my now plan up so yeah there if you know and kitikiti na only be the FA members are also Ghanaians and say ade be Ghana football atumpon no say eba ma FA no on be enjoy and you know as a government makan so many times even before you Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire makan so many times say our role to play and yet only say buying this sika ko say ya boy ya budget aba yem fa sika nkonkwan so this sika ko ready ma you must as well have an interest with the sika no kwakoye. So I feel like say all this why I can afei na president na dwena abaso ho afei na president what that plan me mpai bo enuma ni say the all can enkoye say akoka no parliament ya kan wie no as ya ye na afi so na mo de be adwuma of course I kind of 10 months or so to go but me feel say a legacy there ubetime live a legacy say whoever comes to take over from you no a good legacy or the be adwuma because Ghanaians you suffer in football too much. Your football now suffer. Your local football is dying, and it seems like any player behind the behind a choir now call you Black Stars no. And I want to believe the time your local football shall say no, and no every effect and acquire by a Black Star no enfano. And you know say if I buy no ewo, to probably say yes after you bring a presidential plan after there at the end will come from the president office direct. Or one president, you know, interest in it. And thereby I said report to the president and the president, you know, as one advisor and advisors. Now the plan but now mine far. It's one that I may receive too much. Now me commend it, now me free say emraso. If you few days, now I demonstration go so far. Now I can go for national football, opa member. Meanwhile, Ghana you know, working under the constitution of Ghana. So there's nothing about Ghana a bigger than Ghana constitution. It is our Ghana say we football there. FIFA no ho. Tinana no make say even in FIFA when Switzerland, the Swiss police and that stuff invade the FIFA office no. But for what happens? They succumb, they surrender. So you want to try Ghana and say football people they say omo island bi so na dompe na omo ye ana anti obi anu we ka meanwhile yes but say aban ebe football mu. So that particular interest is something that may I welcome and you be follow near the actually maniaje the president dey aba maniaje the opposition leader JDM so Canada. So it means say whoever gets the nod or buy in football no you benya bibia tiafa ho but it must start by the government on the day no so one shall say empo say a unlikely event say the government and me and twaso once that legacy ashas you know meaning say with the JDM so akano so on the air bar he will take over from that
hallelujah Jumbajo yanko ni say obi send a message bi o and I'm sure or say Obomidi say please I find it difficult to understand why you don't call any member of the IMC to find out from them when issues involving Kotoko comes up on your show. Is there a reason for that, please? But for mo wait my boy and producer ni chum. What say na be answer no?
You say this current IMC no. I say almost decided say to talk to the public, particularly Kotoko supporters no. I want put a communication team together. And normally no yana I prefer say communication team no. Ebe communicate through supporters no. Any public no.
Okay.
And it's why I miss no.
So your communication team can or the management.
Yes, but on say on kasasa on make me who the word me can be but on media isa nya dia omuta ko dia mo ye ni ade ade.
There nothing am I am from.
Yeah no. Do how be friend no. E dia senchichirimu no ho mo de be ma wo. Okay. Ba say obeba show no so abekasa no de ya na eno no on fi say yeah.
Obekasa ntina mbusa question we o we adinta na also what abonte o outsider also who knows as a frame painful
but some say a more strategy na
use microphone
o person o me say so ahwa first round press conference be try say focus o wa mo ba
I'm gonna prefer press conference
say nsɛm no wɔ hɔ a bi wɔ hɔ a na yɛka na ntiase a nyɛ adwuma a ɔmo ba abɔnten
I press conference bɛyɛ 3 of
bɛyɛ 3 a na sɛ 4 koraa
ɛyi
ɔba ba yɛra sports studio
ɛnyɛ ogumdeɛ no
ɛnyɛ ogum
aba fɔ ogumdeɛ no ebia ɔmo ayɛ yi bi
ɔmo ayɛ bɛyɛ mi nka koraa bɛyɛ mmiɛnsa yeah ɔba ba yɛra sports studio
sami mu ko bi ɔmo akɔ 2 aba fɔ ogumdeɛ no oh okay
ti ohwa a mo nyina ba abonten
na mo ko asom ke mo de ba na mo de sem mo de ma nya yam tu okay so
o mo ba abonten na ensem bebre ho mo ba ba chirichiri na o media no kwan obi a person
busa asem bia ha anti 7 I think your question is answered yeah o mo ko je ba enti na on tanti o mo nka
na there fa abu sensors no time say na common course me sorry
agwaje feel like
say the etie no penifo say yem farm so na yan cancer supporters ni say na nema kakra bi ho a na asisi akwan o take over
techima
techima kakra na fabu sensors no so na yan launch e etomo make sure say o many sponsors no Access Bank and friend say other companies be make sure say Gimatech ne nkitawodie bia no mo ni Gimatech no make sure some better national match share ni nyina wi ansa na launch na abaso eti egusu a na nkitawo no ekoso enya nwie peye but nyame adma fa abu sensors no de nyame adma next week management ne Access Bank ni Gimatech nyina be ba abonten abe issue statement afa ho na say the city ne say the obi a support bia register bia tin bia da so te no be brain free mask no every month bia no eba no eda so ba na emom pese om official launching it's nyame adman next week you know statement be free
on launch
yeah nye pese
e be real land because we dey asem dada
pese om take you over no na niam ba ku mienu miensa bi o wa om be hu yom free say e so om tenetene na ansa na niam atimi akoya om so ye another management ya yom aba it's mo make sure say om ni sa Gimatech be din kita ho o make sure so many Access Bank o many nkofo bebrebe din kita ho ansa na o mum de o sa asase amade na atimi akoso matenetene niam ansa na niam atimi akoye enti e be say supporters ni say nyame adman next week be peer fafa abu sense so bia no management ni be sinkunya press conference ko say
press conference be ba so next week
be ba next week
okay
eti question bi obi bia no
about fabu sensors so we dey a question so mo na kebeka bibi a kira
ma mo beka say o mbaba abontin
okay
o mbaba abontin wi a na obi o no bitimi ebusa bia be fa mo amoso na ba one na beje answer mo the questions
to mbaba bichim
aba bichim
okay
etimi bia etimi akoye dey ama your supporters ni na nti
na say o ka say mo say obi a ye tin bia ye de tin no me ba
yeah
so there na say enko form da ade ase na fene say jibo eka no ehun da obo no e wo form de nti a wo form no because on ba make sure say enema ba ku mienu miensa bi on so abehu no so make sure say on ba tinetina ma ne ma tima ade according
eti ho da wo no akofom said o mo ka no so enema e saase a e ma da wo no form no ana ye famra abonti me be free ndame adom free district there said it bia no be bia ye say the two ma bibia team ko you no management na de beto amana akoda nim eti
nezo no ano no tun
de fa bu census no
okay na bibi obi mana me nkomra
so be say your boy first league match me adma Friday over by Sports to do your boy any baby any enti em say fire supporters no so na ye catch from say
Friday first match our
league in second round you be ball Baba Sports to do any baby any ya call first ya kwa ball fences so ga kopɛ ama ye de ati akwa ka form enti supporters na em say Pandu ama ne man timi anko ya fa man iti am admas Friday ye be ball all Baba Sports to do iti be say supporters ni say second round na ni asase no say obi anu a otena say ni team nkoye kura de obon home so me obetena say obi me 4 points in free e league in the second round na say time obi anu a otena say obi me pick home obi me pick points kura free home e je be say supporters and say lose okoba e Pando no yemfa ni nyina nto echi na you make sure say e ba beta club na echi nyame adma Friday anyume ball so anyume e je be say supporters and say
e under pro light
yeah everybody has say 6
okay
Friday obi obekọ adwuma bia betimi apon na aba time club na echi na say supporters and say so ta club etia you share ne mebu oba ya this time and ma say na support your club no titin e free supporters e say ko supporters e ya party e too much but ta club echi na do time bi na nko ya e say time mu aye diama players in crown e so ta players na echi na ma timi akoyi but say e ya say kakra time se nkoye kura no so away team ni ba no body fe kakra ba ku miemu se nyina atene ne ebo nsema away team no e ba ne se man kola no spirit ne ba fom te be sere supporters yes sere se omumra no omo ba e meta team na 90 minutes no kofim se be je 3 points ko league no e se asase clubs no obi abo be 6 obi a calculate ne niam a okoje 1.1 no bon home no je ne 3 points a obo be 6-7 matches ni bia oni ba bi order oni baby obegina yi e ba na sa osu league no wo mo ama ho anya denden dia ama anje points a na akwa denden dia ama yi media ma bo Africa o hana so ko supporters more na Baba Sports which means say see Africa no e be jama media ma na be born ya kwhwe sa na entire team na team make sure say be league wi a na ebo players na che be edin say that is ready na the two supporters na second round matches ya kai dia ye be sere nyina kamom ni make sure say your home matches ni dia yen supporters ni amra ni emom yem make sure say be 3 points in Dama club no that second round ni matimi akoye dia man
and the tune bet chance at ba for yen chance man ni enko
we dey me saba wo hobiem because obi so say Companies Act no 992 does not allow two directors to run a company for more than 4 weeks.
Okay, so bring back the statement. One for statement I have to buy on to at the end of so now. Time let me see. Or say Oko two baby.
My friend is saying obetimi the actual number me akama ni beji pa
for more than 4 weeks.
Or say
so
a company cannot run for 4 consecutive weeks with less than 2 directors as per the Company Act.
Less than 2. Now say 2 near less than 2.
Oh, okay.
Less than 2
so less than 2 means 1. Okay.
Okay.
So then, because per the statement in there, only 2. You say
not less than 2.
But who appointed MD as the director?
Now one garden.
Yes, say
one garden.
No, but majority shareholders no. The board that has been dissolved no. Some majority shareholders no more here almost constitute another board no.
Shareholders they are not a board though. Is if you are a shareholder you remain a shareholder. Who are going to be a board?
Board no so.
And was it following the dissolution of the board of Accra Book PLC on February 27, 2024, and in compliance with the requirements of Section 1711. Isaac, yeah, check him, Section 1711 of the Companies Act, Act 992 2019. A company and this is in quote, a company incorporated after the commencement of this act, okay, shall have at least 2 directors, at least. One of these directors being ordinarily a resident in Ghana, Strategic Initiative Limited, and Strategic African Securities Limited, majority owners of Accra Ovoke PLC, hereby appoint the following directors effective February 28, 2024. Because we are Kodano. But I'm say, Omon my good year catch for. Fuck can be so bad, when you better know. I catch for. One says they say they are 7 no. Majority for no. After nipa mienu. So I'm no go yejuma. Nipa no so. Majority for the far home. You am Companies Act 171 no. Number of directors. I say a company incorporated and all no. If at any time or every director of it so. The
same thing.
If you say in all this, no, a mass will be at the Beba house for some period because and only they are not supporters need be qualify. Oh, send us supporters need be no. If you say Elijah can be no do te in your free board, the basic na there. Tell me no be in
in 27, 28 March.
Yes, when the AGM will come on. Until the SCC no.
The AGM no. It's fixed for either 27
or 28. And yeah.
The SCC in the eka. At least if you sabre copim the 27th and the 28th of March na ye kan ho asem no. Do to asubie bebetim no kakra.
But the eka say Alaja can be opobi man.
Yes.
Or
yeah, I mean, so popular.
I know you're different. But
or say no. If you are not really TV, but we be already tea. I'm listening to you at Pubi.
At least if you sabre a copim 27th and 28th of March there, do to asumdue beba has team no kakra. Ama the playing body. That's when you asumdue the about omu games no, because. As at any year, you can say, Elijah can be intimate in by being a board member of House of Folk. Honorable Vincent so would obtain to me in by being a board member of House of Folk. House of Folk support a beer soon to me in baby, and can say, still, Elijah can do to board members of the club.
But problem near board no more to know. What's the idea? Team no.
There be some board no more, no, and the more come betim no. Oh, one the petition.
The issue of the entire house board. Also, house board normally 11. First, normal quorum to form a quorum at a meeting was 8.
Yeah,
but move about 5.
5, yeah.
When most of them were not active, normal man. So now almost share normal 5, but they can take all decisions. And no, one of the reasons, say. Omo active no omo ni ho ni nyina no ombemo mo film no those who be ready. So this coming board expect guys from strategic mienu body no
me dey asema me kan yenya nuru ho no me be se me kan wasem enusu duru ho a ye ba analyze situation e ho se dey ba baby a me worry wo so to anytime I met has any flutation in shareholder and sense na over the storms in Bema.
I did back where sure. And say NCC ni be my board no so.
They
also set.
Or they entwaso.
So what be no.
Entwaso. I know crowd me form so. Ma has NCC no crowd say from so mo meje slaughter mo monye. The moment on beje slow say kim no so too na mo mutumi omo team no maba form et me on say from any time be a many opportunity I make say be am say we are supporters chairman I me ko pre-position wo board so because the moment I go pre-position wo board so no asem kura ba won't me lead supporters bo monka supporters so so too omo na nyoma nkoyo mbeba montia beka na wo supporters chairman no te board so na me so to nyoma nkoyi board you ka ho obede no be ka kire supporters say nyoma ye ye board no so nye em say the only person na waye bi Chairman Otuo-Acheampong K5 ono na board so board ko meeting we ya ono aba bonte be ka kire supporters say board we do muntimi nya adwuma ye board ni etimi nya adwuma hey Chairman Otuo-Acheampong K5 o ka say board no so muntimi nya adwuma so na me che no eti me fu say if you say abria copy say GM ne baba say dia sunje baba me to one has in sense embassy the last person I me expect so be kasa here next Thompson on say me dem so yes me so much interested in how baba catch him so person we wade and nam dey analyze because choka ye nyoma ekosu nyina the genesis of it is him na chassis nyina me so to eyo no a
obise ai Alice Fine copy me agent no mu hu aka me ne and that is good.
On set time has but the then board e decided some be flow 2 shares. I'm so to go flow 2 shares no. O mind me to mo threshold. So we story ni ye pa. Eti when they decided to find a way to meet it. At a point omo your imagine say and omo do musical be club say yentimi meet threshold ni dia yen for musical mo back. But when you decide to do so, nipa ni sika bro. Until first you have to pay interest. It is the suggestion that came in from the executive board chairman to go say, then obetimi amomo alone. Amomo meet threshold no. Then Ernest Thompson was the board secretary of House of Folk. Sikano was Nesika de Babato shares so. Yema House of Folk loan no metimi meet threshold no. Ernest Thompson yes, Ernest Thompson and me and document say to go Sikano the money loan as board secretary. And no dey has abegina na be mujire.
No document is saying.
So what here? Yem fan so Oyerepa FM. Ye pese ekoto ade. We the mama nkwachi. Na Mr. Adjumai say opeso bo company ne bosia. See you the shareholder structure in the PC room. There should be documentation. Chesi Sikano de ba na ye bosia.
Na no tron is saying.
One trophy.
But was the Ajiska.
One trophy. Yes. It's when House of Folk shareholder and board is assembly taking over no. Then it turned into Sika de ato shares. And yet time is there was no document. Because time
there was a document that we've taken his money.
Mr. Tomisi, there was no document.
Then I don't know where Sika or more.
Oh, Mr. Two. So Obiti say when Togo take you over here no. Obiti say Bafu Adam for TT Brothers. He wrote to the club because na club na the car. One said there were people on mobile house. No mama house bosia kwa yemfa be pantuso. Say tin ni here sika no asori no atam sika no de aba. Also Obiti say TT Brothers Mr. Two. Ebe si free sa abre no ebe si ne. Unso onka house asem da. But Odiya wonimu. Because if the current board chairman gave the club loan which was not documented but later on turned into shares. No so time and team they struggled in the sika buy. Almost say ya amfa be panto so. Nti entua ni sika ma no. Omo ko business on fa krata. Yes, on fa krata che so this sika. By the way, there were people there. Omo can say, "I'm penny this sika buy." No, onye obi dibo e ho de. No. Mpacho me ba. When the me ba. E ho na problem me buy. Zakwa came in. No, Zakwa ntimi. No, content me. But the issue was na krata anyhow. No, but none of them were able to come and say yen na odis kind of man yen na amount to me say that was where the problem was. Almost all this come club no and they later on they buy and say krata be na cheso this come club no eti sa nyoma ya ba ha shareholder any flotation wu nyina no eti am ka say the genesis of it baby a shall say the refusal of Ernest Thompson to document Sikania de club as a loan.
The failure.
Yes.
The failure.
Yes.
The refusal.
So what you say? And no na Mr. To e dey has abegina baby omugina. Enti as a stage here away. We a House of Folk supporter. You have to accept it.
Sa ade na ko.
Ade na ko. Eye whether say obedi achi, obedi ha edin house in the ensesan ye. By the ownership and how the club should run. Enti na me Mr. To for over 5 years. What I was trying to say, no matter the position to go occupy on the board, the moment House of Folk decided they will be on the market, I'll move flow to shares no. AGM ye compulsory. FBS or Moko.
so eti has nsensem no be ma boda nsem bebre but in all this a team no
root birthday before I go back to us no root of traffic department and na me udin birthday in che but insist say last year because along the line and then the root can ni say name the saying
root obin
eti moto ewo we mu ni nyina no say bedi togo ho say nkodi togo ho I think the board chairman will need the supporters
but they say
the first say any dem to has a focus a football club want the supporters football club any supporters no a football club exist he will need the supporters the supporters contribution ultimate tonkone na make say if it's ene ekopim 27 versus 28 versus 29 no asumje bebe team but equality ne be kwa nanim is where the issue is because eba sania mizoto be even on the pitch results na make us a watara sa na interview now yeah after mu game against RT you know it was not necessary some of the words he used because say nay the watara appointment the kwe na results ni kwe ni wan na togo so full say he will still need a larger Cambian Odote on the border it will make things easy for him but say results na nkoye na be ma border ye say ko nemi board foforo na ye betia ni togo ni Odote ai akambi ni Odote ya to problem be sa start say problem sa start here e bia adwene pa ana we board chairman ni team for the back club you not get it me ko wie wo
I know you would have come
menya extended the you on me to me tie twum na many age ho but me tie twum no it looks like communication team ye more information ye
are the twum information
and I say more information about the club no especially see
information
oh my boy that asem na ye kan tie ni o
too much fabu
sensors here ye kan ho asem yi how many for over there 3-4 months and ya kan fabu sensors no e ko fom
I'm from my press
if there are plans in place it's like as a bibi ba and ye ko ka bibi a communication team no ye team bibi wa abonte a
too much feel about no
oh asem na me kan nti so metie twum ewo other stations
okay
I'm say the first time I walk about lunching and then meboa
of course
twum ko station obi abusa na about fabu sensors wanya no
ebia no mbeso be
enye se bi on beso be but what some person me can say it looks like there is a gap between the communication team and the IMC especially on passing information to the communication team
twum zanete
but I don't know say strike can
tum tam na so
aso de na eduru ba bi a asem a wo board no na ese obusa e dey ma no akoka quickly na ese
communication graduation
ko busa tete na me de ba eti bi o ye nimni aka wa se bi to mo pe tempo na akopa nchirechire mu na o de ade na o de
ade minu yaketu na poku
na poku ayo ni azaki to unu ade
na minu na poku na poku minu yaketu na poku
wo fante side
yes ne ba
okay
Regina efia opoku
right
and then Regina efia opoku birthday nti
obia no kanje na honye fe MFK onum kanje bi wo ye pass ya dufie ho ne bi so Ash Town Sumankwa Ahene Junction ana frɛ wo a opɛ kanje bi afrɛ 0241 449191 0241 449191 MFK boss obi hu ahia hu okay na face
boss
express group kwa brochiri ko school na kwa ya adwuma odo be ko no connection no answer be 055 555 0067 055 555 0067 na bibia anya fa
say na aye so de press lab ko na obotwa na tu
na okwa o mabiom tini am wa akwa abotwa mabiom bia ma abna kwa atmaso go so 277 hours
seriously why
go so papa ye na amamfo nyina ase Knox hotel kwa etetem papa na du tu nyina beba ne ho na eti abna nchen na bibia ko so mo mabo nyina do manse nyame boa ye be say share highway sports 102.7 ADS.
FM munye yade kaseba we mamuni we asinyi nebremo muntio wando on sabio munya sona muntie